All right, this is Savannah from Chicken Soup for the Truth or Soul, and I am back today. I'm going to be discussing a video I just realized was gone from the internet, and I'm just really thankful to the Most High that He allowed me the foresight to save this because, again, here goes the terrors doing their thing, and some guy really was sent by the Most High to confront one of these terrors, and I just thank him for having the bravery and lack of fear to go and do this. When I saw this for the first time, I was blown away. Absolutely. Now, the name of this video is Challenger pilot Michael Smith still alive? I tracked him down for you. Most people would think this is absurd. So, but I know most people who seek out these videos are thinking along the same wavelength. We're connected on one accord in the body of Christ. So, because He is the ultimate truth, and if you seek, you shall find. So, um, I'm just gonna play this whole thing through one time because, well, the fact that the video is no longer on the internet, it's probably on BitChute or Rumble or one of those other alternative networks, websites, I'm sorry. But I'm just going to roll it through just because somebody's looking for this and I know it. So without further ado, let's go. And you can see just how nervous is this guy, right? Let's go full screen. Just how nervous is he? Just how nervous is he and how less nervous the guy who's peacefully confronting him is. Just know that that's the Spirit of God on him. This guy, I don't remember his channel name, but he was a believer. I remember. His whole channel got taken down. Really sad stuff. Okay, without further ado, I've said that now like 3 times. I'll play the video.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I've got some footage that I'm excited to share with you. The footage is of retired University of Wisconsin Emeritus Professor Michael J. Smith. Those of us who have taken the time to peel back one of truth's protective layers have surely come across this image here. The story goes that 7 of the astronauts who died in the 1986 Challenger explosion are alive and well. And the pilot, Michael J. Smith, is a professor emeritus at UW-Madison. Because I live in the Madison area, looking up Michael Smith had been on my to-do list for a while. Of course, you can't just call up and leave a voice message asking him if he's part of an evil scheme to deceive the sleeping masses. A better way would be to find him in person and ask him. So that's what I did. Is Challenger pilot Michael J. Smith alive and well? Take a look at the footage and let me know what you think. Hey there. Hey, sorry to bother you. I was pulling out and I saw you. I just came by to... Are you Michael Smith?
Yeah,
Professor at university?
retired.
Retired?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I just stopped by because there's this room. Are you aware of that there's a rumor on the internet
it's
that
not me.
that people are saying...
Yeah, it's not me, obviously. I mean, anybody that looks at my background, looks where I was born, it's not me. I mean, it's interesting that the Michael J. Smith, that was the astronaut, looks something like me when we were younger, but really not if you really look at facial recognition.
You never been a pilot, never been in the
Never been
military?
nothing like that.
Huh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
And
I just came...
I don't respond to the emails I get. I get probably an email, maybe 2 a month.
Really?
And I got one
Yeah.
guy that's been really hounding me, and I turned it over to the FBI.
Really?
You know, yeah. I mean, it's bullshit.
Okay.
You know, another crazy theory,
Okay.
but that's not me.
All right.
I'm glad I wasn't him, but he was quite a guy.
Yeah.
You know, but if you look at my career, you look at my CV that's online, all the stuff I've published, all that I've done, it's not even close to what that guy was.
Okay. Yeah, you just sure look a lot. It's the same name.
I know the facial thing, but that's what we look like what, 40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting you came all down here.
I did. I drove an hour. It's, I
No
mean,
kidding. No kidding.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, take care.
yes.
Yep, that was Michael J. Smith, supposed victim of the Challenger disaster. It was so hard to listen to this video again, as it was the first time listening to this video. I literally had to clamp down on my tongue because this guy is literally not just probably a master in Freemasonry, but a master deceiver and a master what's the word, like duping delight like person. I don't even know. Like I apologize if you heard moving around a little bit in the background, but I am squirming at the gall. I'm squirming around at the gall of these people bold-faced lying when someone is being so nice the way they confronted them. It's literally not even a confrontation. It's literally just him. No, he wasn't even badgering him with questions. He literally peacefully approached him, which is how I know he was. This was God intervening in this situation to try to reach out to him. And as you can see, he's up in age. This is like God intervening so that he can have a chance to tell the world. Just like people have made countless documentaries about people who went to space, supposedly, and trying to confront them so that they can tell the public the truth one last chance before he takes them home, right? Um, and they're still not ready to tell the truth. And there was a lot going on spiritually with this whole video. I noticed some things I didn't even notice around the first few times around. He he's appearing to have some sort of manifestation in his eyes, as many of you have seen before, the slit eye thing. It has nothing to do with reptilians. I know people are like, whoa, 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 because in the truth community, we're really wayward in that way. Like, we got all the cute people that are like really, really lost and they're giving people a bad name and all that stuff is really, really leading people astray. Then we got people who are obsessed with reptilians and like this weird thing about other planets, which isn't true either, because that would negate the fact that there's a firmament, and that's the whole reason that they didn't go to space. So, he was having a manifestation there of all those years of keeping the secrets, and just it's done a number on him. We'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna play this through with my commentary on a few key things he said, because I made a really in-depth comment on this video when I first found it, and well, not a lot, a few people agreed with me. So I must have made some sort of points that were valid or whatever. So I'm just gonna play it back. And when he starts talking, he's already like guilty. He's already guilty of sin. So without further ado, I'm gonna start it over again, and I'm gonna have to really bite my tongue to not speak as much as I would like to. Only key points. So let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I've got some footage that I'm excited to share with you. The footage is of retired University of Wisconsin Emeritus Professor Michael J. Smith. Those of us who have taken the time to peel back one of truth's protective layers have surely come across this image here. The story goes that 7 of the astronauts who died in the 1986 Challenger explosion are alive and well. And the pilot, Michael J. Smith, is a professor emeritus at UW-Madison. Because I live in the Madison area, looking up Michael Smith had been on my to-do list for a while. Of course, you can't just call up and leave a voice message asking him if he's part of an evil scheme to deceive the sleeping masses. A better way would be to find him in person and ask him. So that's what I did. Is Challenger pilot Michael J. Smith alive and well? Take a look at the footage and let me know what you think. Hey there. Hey, sorry to bother you. I was pulling out and I saw you. I just came by to... Are you Michael Smith?
Yeah.
Professor
Notice right here, he asked them the question, "Are you Michael J. Smith?" And then he says, "Yeah," immediately.
at university.
Retired.
Retire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Then he pretends that he is answering the question about him being a professor. I told you that duping delight. I want to mention one thing. Someone made a comment under the original video in which this was posted under, and they said that they noticed that he lives on an estate-like property. Yeah, that's a good point. He's been living high on the horse ever since he supposedly died in the 1988 Challenger disaster. He had no problems. Now, the job he probably got, these things can be arranged. All this stuff he's going to mention about all the excuses he's going to mention are all able to be arranged in such a way that he would remain anonymous no matter what. I mean, if he is indeed a Freemason, this is no big deal to get everybody connected in one big circle there, where they have each other's back. Notice the old cars he's driving, really low key, kind of like how somebody would who's like a millionaire who doesn't want anybody to know. Um, there's a couple actually billionaires who used to drive around a couple old cars, and nobody would have ever guessed that they were a billionaire. Now this guy's trying to do that same stunt. There's other astronauts as well who tried to do the same exact thing. I believe one was Neil Armstrong, and yeah, it's just keeping it real low profile. He's got like a 1995 Isuzu SUV, and the other one I can't see right now, but it's like also similarly old vehicle. Low profile snakes. Low profile, keeping a low profile.
yeah, I just stopped by because there's this room. Are you aware of that? There's a rumor on the internet
It's
that
not me.
Okay, so there's a verse in the Bible actually about this, like people who speak before somebody's finished talking, and yeah, it's in a passage that talks about wisdom, so not a very wise choice of him.
people are saying.
Yeah, it's not me, obviously. I mean, anybody that looks at my background, looks where I was born, it's not me. I
Hear the
mean, it's
shakiness.
interesting that the Michael J. Smith, that was the astronaut, looks something like me when we were
Mhm.
younger, but really not if you really look at facial
You
recognition.
never been a pilot, never been in the
Never been
military.
nothing like that.
Huh.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all.
And
I just
and
came.
I don't respond to the emails I get. I get probably an email, maybe two a month.
Really?
That yeah, and I got one
Yeah.
guy that's been really hounding me, and I turned it over to the FBI.
That's a threat. Him saying that some guy emailing him trying to find out the truth, not super duper in his grill, like they're just sending him a couple emails a month, and he's gonna turn him over to FBI. First of all, that's why does he have connections to the FBI? Hold up. Like, that sounds like either another lie or he's got like a guilty conscience type thing. I mean, I'm not sure what else to make of it.
Well,
Really?
yeah, I mean, it's bullshit.
Okay.
Another crazy theory.
Okay.
Excuse his cursing. Excuse you, Michael J. Smith, which the more I say it sounds like a fake name, but I mean, John Doe, Michael Smith, what is going on here? You know? I don't know. I don't know. An alias within an alias. So notice he was about to go into saying the term conspiracy theorist. He held his tongue because he knew that Well, I have no clue why he even held back, but because it would also prove him more suspicious by him using that term, because he was actually alive when they invented that term in the 60s, right after, well, about 5 years really after JFK's shooting, right before they pulled off the 1969 Apollo space mission thing, which didn't actually happen, but anyway, like he was around, and so he probably, since if he really does know people in the FBI, he might know people in the CIA too, which is where that term derived from. And there are documents to prove that. So, him holding back his tongue is actually, either way, holding back his tongue or not holding back his tongue is not helping his case.
But that's, not me.
All right,
I'm glad I wasn't him, but he was quite a guy.
Yeah.
But if you look at my career, you look at my CV that's online, all the stuff I've published, all that I've done, it's not even close to what that guy was.
That's the stuff I said.
Okay. Yeah, you just sure look a lot. It's the same name.
I know the facial thing, but that's what we looked like. What, 40 years ago?
That was me, like 40 years ago. That's what the man just said. That was me. What, 40 years ago? He's doing that duping delight so hard. He started off with it, and he's not letting up. I mean, and I don't know if you can see his irises. I'm seeing it. He's got the slits. I'm so used to it by now. I just barely even really comment on it, but his eyes have been changing the whole video. I mean, it's just how black does your soul have to be that you can straight up bold-faced lie to someone in person, on camera, on record? Never mind that they're on record anyway, with the Most High and his angels recording them. I mean, everything. I mean, everybody's watching. Like, it's a full crowd watching. Angels, devils, God's watching. Everybody's watching. The devil, everybody is watching everybody. I mean, it's like a full show. And he is on camera. Like, this is like a chance at him redeeming himself from the lies that he told for the past, what is going on, 40 plus years ago. I mean, why not just come clean? To save your save face, but also like to humble yourself and get rid of your pride. Tons of verses about that too. Woo! Pride goes before the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
He just said nah and then yeah. Notice?
Okay. Interesting you came all down here.
I did. I drove an hour. It's I mean,
no kidding.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, take care.
Yes.
He literally said yes emphatically at the end again. Just because, like, I think this guy likes messing with people. It's really like annoying. But I had to do some commentary on that just because I was just very perturbed that video was pulled down. Anytime a video of this caliber and like this big a deal comes out and they take it down, that's a big red flag, and in this case an orange flag, because many people know orange is 33, Jewish gematria 33. I don't care about gematria all that much. When I used to, I don't really care about all that anymore. I believe there was some channel, I can't remember his name, Zachary Hubbard or something, I used to watch, and then I found out that he wasn't even a Christian, and I was like, yo, he doesn't even believe in Jesus. He's revealing all this truth. I just can't stick around for it. My conscience was also getting guilty for listening to all his discoveries. So, but yo, this guy had the guts to walk out to his property, like, and up to him almost face to face, and this guy still couldn't confess and come clean. Let that sink in. This is him. There's no doubt in my mind. This is the same guy who's supposedly dead. What does he look like here? Guilty or not guilty? Look at... Yeah, that's it.